Welcome to the Sales Lab.
So can you walk us through kind of a day in the life of somebody that does what you do?
Yeah. So what's interesting that, our industry, your title is something along the lines of territory sales representative or account manager or, something with the word sales in it. And really what we do, Willie, is not necessarily sales. It's more what I would consider to be influencing or persuading, because on a typical day, a sales rep would wake up in the morning. First office they go to, they may bring coffee to an office. They may call the office ahead of time and say, I'll be there around 8:30, 8:45 when you're just getting ready to start seeing patients or you're just opening. And sales representative will bring in 4 or 5 coffees and with the hopes of getting to spend a couple of minutes with the nursing staff, with the appointment schedulers, perhaps with the doctor, of course, anybody that may be involved in the patient journey in that office. And at the end of the day, what we're really, you think about a typical sales job, most people envision, a customer signing a contract or a piece of paper, something that signifies, I'm completing this agreement. I'm agreeing to this contractually. In pharmaceutical sales, what you're doing is you're really trying to gain a commitment from the doctor, from the nurse, from the staff or whatever, for that doctor to hopefully prescribe your product to a patient. And the way that it's tracked is a little bit different. And so a sales rep may go into the office, have this morning appointment, may spend 30, 45 minutes in the office meeting with all the different people. And maybe one of the last questions that the rep may ask the doctor is something along the lines of, doctor, if you see a patient like this today, would you be willing to prescribe my product for this patient? And the doctor will hopefully say yes. And that commitment is really the quote unquote sale. And so let's say that conversation happens on April 29th, which is today. We won't be able to see any prescribing data from that physician for at least another 2 to 3 weeks, typically. And so what will happen on the back end in the sales operations side of a pharmaceutical company is they will buy the data that shows all of the products that doctors have prescribed in the past time period, whether it's a week, a month, or a quarter. And what the sales rep is doing then is they're going and looking at their data to see, okay, I spoke to Dr. Jones on April 29th. Dr. Jones committed to prescribing my product. And they're looking to see over that next, 4, 5, 6 days, maybe after they visited that office, did that doctor prescribe our product for a patient? And we'll be able to see, we won't see patient names, of course, or any kind of personal information, but we'll get spreadsheets, and we've got different platforms through Salesforce and through some other companies that allows us to be able to track and verify that the doctor did in fact prescribe our product. We also get to see, and there's a lot of details and nuance behind this, but we also get to see our competitors' products, if they're being prescribed or not. And so let's say you've got a product that's in a crowded disease state. You may be able to not only see your product, but to be able to see your top 2 or 3 competitor products in that same disease state. And so it's not really a sale in the sense that, you're getting a contract signed, like I mentioned, but it's a commitment to prescribe your product. And there's some other, once you get into really specialty type sales with maybe like a buy and bill product or something that's very advanced, it's a little bit more traditional sales per se, but the average traditional pharmaceutical conversation, you're just looking for that commitment to prescribe your product. And as soon as I leave the office, you have no idea that another rep may come in right behind you and may convince the doctor not to prescribe your product. And so
they might have better coffee. Yeah.
They might have better coffee. Yeah.